Yo, what is up, Fact Novations? It's your boy, Nagoti, and today, we're diving headfirst into a world of cold hard cash, high-security vaults, and the most daring criminals who dared to rob them. Get ready to have your minds blown as we uncover the biggest, baddest bank heists in American history. We're talking millions upon millions of dollars vanishing into thin air. These are the stories of masterminds and their crazy schemes. The guys who thought they could outsmart the system, disappear with the loot, and live like kings. But did they get away with it? Or did their greed come back to bite them? If you're obsessed with true crime, insane heists that sound like they're straight out of Hollywood, then smash that subscribe button right now and hit the notification bell. You don't want to miss a single second of these crazy stories. Are you ready? Let's do this. Welcome to Mara Fact Nova. Today, we dive into the most daring, shocking, and legendary bank heists in American history. These criminals defied all odds, bypassed state-of-the-art security, and made off with millions. But did they get away with it? Stay tuned as we unravel these mind-blowing heists. Our first heist takes us back to 1997 to the streets of Los Angeles, California. Picture this. It's a Friday night and the Dunbar Armored Facility is loaded with cash, ready for the weekend rush. Little did they know, a former employee, Alan Pace, had been watching, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Pace, a security inspector for Dunbar, knew every camera angle, every blind spot, and every weakness in their system. He assembled a crew, and together, they pulled off what seemed like the impossible. They infiltrated the facility late at night using duplicate keys and insider knowledge to bypass security systems. They deactivated cameras, picked locks like pros, and made their way to the vault, where they hit the jackpot, bags upon bags of cash, totaling a whopping $18.9 million. And the craziest part? This wasn't just any cash. Pace made sure they only took the non-sequential dye-free bills, the kind that wouldn't raise any red flags when spent. Now, let's rewind the clock to 1972, to the sunny streets of Laguna Niguel, California. This is the story of Emil Dincio and his crew, a group of professional thieves who pulled off one of the most audacious bank heists in history, stealing from the mob. Dincio, a notorious criminal mastermind, had been planning this heist for months. His target, the United California Bank, a known haven for mafia money. Dincio and his crew weren't afraid of the mob, they saw it as an opportunity, a chance to hit a vault overflowing with dirty money. They rented a property 2 doors down from the bank, and under the cover of night began their operation. Imagine this, a team of seasoned criminals armed with cutting-edge tools, drilling through concrete and steel, all while remaining undetected. They tunneled through the bank's roof, bypassed state-of-the-art alarm systems, and cracked open the vault, which was overflowing with cash, gold, and valuables. The total haul? A staggering $30 million, which adjusted for inflation would be worth over $200 million today. For a while they lived large, enjoying their ill-gotten gains. Fast forward to 2005 and we find ourselves in Fortaleza, Brazil, where a group of criminals pulled off a heist so audacious, so daring, that it wouldn't be out of place in a Hollywood blockbuster. This is the story of the Banco Central burglary, a meticulously planned operation that netted the thieves a cool $70 million. This wasn't your typical smash-and-grab job. These guys were playing the long game. They rented a property nearby and, posing as a landscaping company, spent months digging a tunnel leading to the bank's vault. This was a masterpiece of engineering, a 256-foot-long tunnel complete with lighting, ventilation, and even reinforced walls. They worked tirelessly, removing tons of earth and rock, all while maintaining the facade of a legitimate business. No one suspected a thing. Then, on a fateful weekend, their plan came to fruition. Chapter 4. The Loomis Fargo Heist, From Riches to Rags. Let's journey back to 1997 to the quiet town of Charlotte, North Carolina, where an ordinary Loomis Fargo vault supervisor named David Gant became the mastermind behind a heist that would inspire a Hollywood movie. Gant, a seemingly average guy leading an ordinary life, got caught up in a web of deceit and greed. He was seduced by the charms of an ex-co-worker, Kelly Campbell, who, along with her boyfriend, convinced Gant to participate in their crazy scheme. Gant's job was simple: load as much cash as possible into a company van and drive it to a designated location where he'd meet up with the rest of the crew. Blinded by promises of a life of luxury and romance, Gant agreed. On the night of the heist, Gant carried out his part of the plan flawlessly. Chapter 5. Our next stop takes us back to 1950, to the historic city of Boston, Massachusetts, where a group of seasoned criminals pulled off what would be dubbed the crime of the century. This is the story of the Brink's Job, a meticulously planned heist that shocked the nation. The mastermind was Tony Pino, a career criminal with a knack for planning. Pino and his gang spent months studying the Brink's armored depot. On January 17, 1950, their plan was put into action. Disguised in Halloween masks, they stormed the Brink's depot. They made off with over $2.7 million, equivalent to over $30 million today. Chapter 6. In 1982, a daring daylight robbery in Las Vegas left authorities baffled, and $11 million missing. The Sentry-armored heist was a meticulously planned operation. Criminals posed as police officers and intercepted the truck. They made off with bags of cash, vanishing without a trace. Chapter 7. Our final heist takes us back to 1983, to the bustling streets of West Hartford, Connecticut, where a seemingly ordinary bank robbery took an unexpected turn, intertwining with political intrigue and the fight for independence. This is the story of the Wells Fargo heist, a daring operation allegedly orchestrated to fund a revolutionary movement. At the heart of this story lies a security guard named Victor Jarina, a young man torn between his loyalty to his heritage and his duty to his job. Jarina, a supporter of the Puerto Rican separatist group Los Macheteros, was approached by the group with a proposition to help them pull off a heist that would provide much-needed funds for their cause. Driven by his beliefs and enticed by the promise of a significant reward, Jarina agreed to participate. His role was crucial, to provide access to the Wells Fargo depot and neutralize the security systems, allowing the Los Macheteros operatives to make off with the loot. On the night of September 12, 1983, Jarina, armed with a gun and a plan, overpowered his fellow guards, restraining them and rendering them helpless. And there you have it, fact novations. From daring tunnel escapes to elaborate disguises and inside jobs gone wrong, these stories prove that truth is often stranger than fiction. These daring criminals risked it all for a shot at millions. Some were caught, others vanished without a trace. But one thing's for sure, these are some of the boldest heists in history. Which one surprised you the most? Drop a comment below. And if you love epic true crime stories, hit that like and subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss another thrilling video from